Hi everyone, welcome to BumbleBeeCrafts. Hope you're all doing well. Thanks for tuning in to another video from me. If you heard that, that was my cat saying hello too. So yeah, I'm here with part 2 of my second Christmas journal, Christmas cookie. We did started work on the cover in part 1, and I did this lovely sparkly Mod Podge all over the front panel on this one as well. I've gone ahead and made this one cover up how I would like it, and we're going to do this one very similar to this setup. This one's going to be mine. One, and then this one is going to be the one that is for sale. So yeah, so when this was dry, so I've stuck the this lovely cheesecloth material on the back of it, stitched around it once it was dry, and then it's been glued onto the cover. And then I've also put book corners on here as well. I just thought, as it's going to be a recipe journal, that it needs a bit of protection on there. And then on the inside, the back, I've made this just long tuck spot here, and then I've got this cute little pocket. I see Wendy at Wendy's Journal Adventure make these. They look like little presents, and she put them on a page and just had them as little flip downs, and I think she might have had them like I've done this. So that just opens up and it's gusseted, so you've got 3 little pockets in there for you to put some things in, and then this just ties up back up here to keep it nice and closed. So I thought that was something different to do on the inside cover of this journal. So we're going to do the same for this one. So yeah, let's pop that to one side. We're all still in camera. Yeah, beautiful. So they're my bits. The only thing I'm going to do is the opposite. So the cookie print is going to be the back pocket, and the stars are going to be this one on that. Just mixing it up. So what I want to do is just give this a little bit of an ink around, just in case there's any white edges. I did that on the other one just to hide the white edges. So how's everybody doing? I hope you're all doing well. Hope you enjoyed the first video in this little series, and are going to be interested in watching how it all comes together over the next couple of videos. There we go, that's nice. Okay, so if I turn this over, and because this overhangs quite a bit, it was quite difficult to get it the right size. I wanted it, I've kind of ruched it in places around here, so yeah, I kind of want that rustic style. So Fabri-Tac to the ready, and I'm just going to start gluing it down. I'm just checking that the light's okay. It's not too bad. I might, if it gets any dimmer in here, then I might have to put the light on, my little lamp. Yeah, that looks alright. So let's go along here. That's the problem of filming in the afternoons now. It's so dim. Extra on there. Okay. Now, I don't want you to be too long, so I'm just kind of ruching it up like so, get that nice little rough effect. Okay, before I go too much further, just put some glue in the middle. And then we'll do down this edge. Okay. And finally along this edge, and then we can let this to dry, because once it's dry I need to do the sewing around it, so we will get this bit done first. Well, there's just a big blob here. I'm just going to put some glue on there and just flatten that down. There we go. Same under here. It's all going to get glued down onto the cover, and that will go down flat anyway, but there. There, I think that looks nice. Let that all dry, go it the right way, and it's just showing enough on the outside, which I like. Just those threads out. There we go. Yeah, that's happy with that. So leave it up that way and leave it to dry. Pop that up there. Okay, so what we want to do now is make this pocket. Wendy does have a tutorial in one of her little craft along videos. She has a tutorial as to how she made it. I will do my best to try and give you a tutorial, although I just kind of made it up as I went along. So let's use this one as our guide. Let's open it up. So where do we want you? A bit shorter. Kind of like that, isn't it? That's roughly where I think would look good. So let's just get that straight. And get the bone folder. Okay, and then that's roughly about there, and we kind of did this one similar size. We'll go with here. Okay. Brain folder that flat. So that's the base of your pocket. Let me just, where's my little ruler? Oh, it's out here. This is 5.5 inches, and it was cut from a 12 by 12 piece of scrapbooking card. There, I did it as wide as that because that just sits nicely in here. I thought that would fit really nicely. Okay, so put it back up there. some coffee dye paper. I've got some under here, and I had 3 sheets, 3 little pockets in there. Okay, so we don't want it as tall because we want a little bit of gap in it. So, oops, sorry, my head's knocked the camera now. So that's where we want it to come. And how far along do we want it? I want a little gap. I'm just measuring about there, and we will cut that. Oh, there it is. And then take this bit off because we don't need that. Oops. Trimmed a little bit of the other one as well. Move that to one side. Okay, so basically we want 3 like this. Let me do it like this. I think that'll be easier for me to just fold it over on here. So yeah, this is not a tutorial, this is just me crafting and making. Making one of these little pockets. Wendy has a much better tutorial. I just thought it would be really quite nice to do something different in the front of the pocket instead of having flip flaps and things that I've been doing. Okay, so that's number 2. And that will be the 3rd one. There we go. So that's our 3 that's going to go inside here. So yeah, that's what we need. Let's tie this back up. I have made it, by the way. When I stuck it on, it's a nice pocket behind there, so you've got that space as well. So we'll do the same on this one. So let's do a bit of inking around the corners as well on this top little flap. I just think it looked much nicer having the corners rounded. Okay, so now let's go for some ink. taking some of that white, because it is very white, this this one. So I don't think we need this bit inked, but you will see this, so I'm just going to give that a bit of an ink along here. The crease. I'll just do a little bit on this top. Just okay. There we go. So that's going to go like so. So let's do the outside of this little flap now. There we go. That looks suitably grungy and nice. Then I did think I did the eyelet before I did anything else. Yeah, I did the eyelet before I put that in. So I just measure this on here, which is 14. So 7 is where the little circles are going to go, and I put one on top and bottom. So it was this one, which is, I'm not sure how wide this one is. We'll have a look. I'll measure it once it punches it out. I need 2 of these. There we go. So how wide are we? Oh, it's an inch, a 1 inch circle punch. There we go. That's nice and easy to remember. I want my other ink. I just like this walnut stain on this craft card. It just shows up so much better than the vintage photo. There we go. So all I do is just glue these down. It's just to give a bit of support and strength for the eyelet. And I just centre it over there and try and get that in the centre. And then do the same on the other side of the flap. But if I hold it up to the light, I can actually see where my one is, so that I can get it exact, get a bit of a shadow. So there we go. So let's pop me trusty weight on the top and hold that down. Now we need to put these together, and all I do is make sure I've got the bottom at the bottom here, and then I just do a line of glue in the middle, top to top, and then just measure it, get it centre, put a bit on there. Next one, like so. There we go, and that will form the oh, you silly woman, silly woman, I've done a that step too eager. I haven't made them into pockets yet, have I? Look, what am I like? We need to come up here and make them to look. I thought something wasn't right. I'm jumping ahead of myself. Oh, I blame it because it's a Saturday that I'm filming, so I'm filming ahead. I don't usually film at the weekends, but I'm a bit behind on things, so needed to film at the weekend, and it's been quite a busy day already. So I'm blaming that for my mistake. Okay, let's do the next one. At least it's easy to fix it. Easy to fix it. It would have been easier to do this all first, but that's fine. So not the middle one. That's absolutely fine. It still works. There we go. And then the last one. And then this gives you quite a nice bit of pocket space at the front of the journal for you to put all sorts. I mean, you might not use it as a recipe journal like I'm going to use mine as, but for me, yeah, I'll be able to put little recipe notes or stuff in that front bit. There we go. So now you get the classic shape. There we go. Fixed it. Okay. So that should be dry enough to punch. So I want that. And an eyelet. What colour did I use? I went for the like rose gold colour, I think. Yeah, I think that one will be alright for this one. Then I just eyeball the centre of this. Pop my eyelet in. And give it a squeeze. Yeah, that's good. Lovely. So that's that bit done. Now, what I want to do is glue these into place in here. So, I got that there. Should have had the lid off my glue first in prep. And then we just do the same again with that. And then same again for the back. Nice and simple. I might actually make some of these up. Maybe we can do that in one of my Let's Craft videos. And there we have a, just going to put a little bit more glue on here, just a little bit higher up on that back one. That's better. That's much better. Lovely. Okay. So we just need to sort out the tie closure. So I think I've still got some of that goldy coloured thread in this tub. Yeah, here we go. This stuff. I thought this was quite nice to use. I don't know really what it is. It's very twisty ribbon or thread, twine. Okay. So let's just see how I did this. Undo it. Okay, so we had you there, and we've got quite a good length there. Bearing in mind that's going to be twisted round, it goes round and then you want a good bit up here as well. So let's cut that there. That should be enough. Okay. I just folded it through twice like so. Just, I mean, that stays, and it's this one that's the loose one, and then that goes over and then forms the, okay, we need to make this slightly shorter. Nope, still didn't quite get it. There we go, that's about equal. Now, it doesn't have to be, it's just me. Just me. Okay, so what we then need to do is this needs to be taped along the back, and I just used a bit of masking tape to hold it in place. So it's got to go roughly along there. That's about centre. Okay. Have that open ready because I'll put a bit of extra glue on it. Oops. There we go. And then this just literally goes over here to protect it. So that you don't catch it when you're coming in and out of the pockets. There we go. Let's burnish that down. Make sure it's nice and burnished at the top. There we go. So that is our little gusseted pocket. There. How cute is that? That's lovely. So you open it up and you've got your little pockets. Brilliant. Okay. So that's the little pocket for the front. All done. Lovely. Let's tie this one back up. There we go. So I've gone ahead and already cut this and inked this ready. So they will go exactly the same as this one, just reverse patterns in here. But what we need to do now is see if this is dry enough. If it feels dry enough, I might be able to sew around this, which we need to do first before we can then stick this on here. Put that on there, put the book corners on, put the pockets on the inside. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video here, do the stitching around off camera, and then I will be back in the same video and we can carry on with this. Hello, I'm back. So where I'd left off was to stitch around this, which I've done. I've done it in quite a close zigzag, just so that it makes quite a nice feature. I think that red just gives it a real nice pop of colour on there. And then I've glued it down ready, and obviously that's the collage one. So what we need to do now is I like to, obviously we can fold this, but I like to score it. I've got a mark here, and it just helps bend it with all the thickness. I just find it bends and folds round much easier. So I'll just grab my scoreboard. I've got a mark here and there, it's lined up. Okay, so I'm just going to push. It needs to be quite firm. There we go. Hopefully that's enough. Yeah, that just gives it that edge to give. And I don't bone folder this because you're going to get a bit of roundness once the journal's in. I just wanted to fold that. There we go. And that's made that nice and smooth in there. You don't get no lumps or anything then. I'll just put the scoreboard back. Okay, I do just want to quickly pop some ink along here. I don't know how much you will actually see. There. And I'll just got a bit of ink left on here. Just do that. There. There, I'm happy with that. Okay, so to finish off, we just need to put the yeah, we'll do the book corners, and then we need to put the pockets in, and then our cover is finished, and we can sew the signature in. So I'm going to, got me antique finish book corners that I'm using. I've got some little pliers. And I always like to start in the bottom corner because sometimes the first one might get a little bit squished. I don't know why. First one always seems to be, but I put a bit of glue on, and then that just sits over there nicely. And then with my pliers, I just squeeze from the centre along. You've probably all done this lots of times before. Putting a few little book corners on. Can you see that? If I get too close to this edge. And then I just gently work my way back around, making sure it's nice and flush on there. And we've got the glue, which will help. There we go, so that can go back. Okay, so let's do this one. Got a bit of a thread here. A bit of glue in the corner, slide this one on, and then give it a squish. These are just some jewellery making pliers, just some really thin little ones. And that's on there. Okay, so on to the front. There. Same again, squishing down in the middle and out the middle and out. It's all squished down. A bit of glue coming out of the top there. Lovely. So that's that one. And then the last one, last corner. I don't always put book corners on. If you're new to my channel, I do like the frayed edge of material, but as this is a card one, and I'm kind of thinking with Christmas Cookie it might be a recipe journal. I know the one that I'm making simultaneously as this one that's for me is most definitely going to be a recipe journal, so just having the book corners on there will just help protect it as you're using it. Okay, so they are there ready to dry. Now what we need to do is fix our little pocket in here, and oh, I should have done them first, shouldn't I? Look, I did not, I did that the wrong way round, didn't I? No worries, no problem at all. That sits in there nicely. I'm just going to take a smidgen off of it, I think. So if we just take a little bit off here and a little bit off the bottom, that's all we need to do. And then that will sit in the book plates. That's silly of me. Let's see if that's enough. Yeah, that's enough. So it's the tiniest little of bits that I'm just going to take off. Actually, will that now sit in? Oh, it now sits in there. I only needed to do that bottom one, didn't I? Look, brilliant. That's all we need. Okay, so let's just re-ink the bottom. It's because it's the following day. The first half of this video was yesterday. I filmed yesterday, and then I'm filming this again in the morning, and I'd forgotten what I did. What am I like? But for you, it's all in the same video. Okay, so let's glue this in now. I need to fill my glue up. It's getting quite tough to squeeze this out. I need to fill it. It's still plenty in there. It's still got about a quarter of the pots got glue in, but I just struggle when it gets down to a small amount. So once I've done this video, I will must refill it. Okay, so you are just going to sit nicely in there. Lovely. Oops, don't move it. There we go. I think I'll just use my trusty little weights in there to weigh that down in the corner, and then just one along the side there. Okay, so while that's drying, move that to the, we can put this one on, and this one's going to be a pocket, so we're just going to put it with 3 sides on. And then I know this one really does need to be weighted down for a period of time, so that will finish this little video. I'm going to put a bit of extra glue over this. Okay, so try and see if we can get that nice in the centre. Okay, should be dry enough now. I'm wondering, actually, I need to do that. And then I'll have to squish that top bit down. It's mainly this bottom bit that is a bit of a job to stick down. This one's stuck down nicely already. Right, okay, I'm just going to slide that up to there. What we need to do now, let's have a look and see how long have we got. We had 30 minutes on my other video, 10 minutes here, so that's 40 minutes. So if I just quickly show you, these are the 2 pages that have just been glued in the middle, and they're going to have some flip outs. I've got a selection of flip outs here using Tracy Fox's Compendium kit, and I've just gone and backed them with coffee dye paper. So we just need to decide now on what we're having on each of these. I like the green with this. I think that is just going to look really, really nice. But I'm just wondering whether with this one, as that's a top one, we want something else on here. We'll leave the 2 on that one for now. Let's have a look on here. What have we got? He will go that way. That one will go at the top. I'm wondering if we have that one at the top, that one at the side. So you flip up, well, we'll do it like that. You flip open, flip up, flip open, flip up. And then on this one, it's just a simple flip up and a flip open. Okay, now all I do to do these is just move these to the side a bit more. I bring in my scoreboard, and there are we, we're flipping that way, so I just need to score along this edge here. And I usually only do, depends on how much I want to see, about it's about quarter to half an inch. I'm going to go here, which is 1.5 centimeters, and that just fold it over. We'll then tuck between the 2 pages and form a nice flip out. Okay, so the same with this one. We just need to do a little flap, create that little flap, and that one will go on here, stick like that. That one's like that, like so. Yeah, I think that one will be nice. So I'm going to carry on and score the rest of these. They will need inking round, gluing in, and then I will put the signature together. This is my one that I've done, which I've put the signature together. It's got the book corners and everything on. You'll see some of the flip outs that I've already done. I've got this on here that flips out. So this is what I'm just going to do with these pages. I'm going to sew this in, and then I will be back and we will do some decorating on here. Yeah, because I don't want this video to be too much longer. So yeah, I will be back and we will finish off the journal, get this one decorated, and make some fun ephemera for it. I've got some really funky ideas for some ephemera, so do stay tuned. Watch ready for part 3, which will be, where are we? This will be Tuesday, that layer, Thursday or Friday. You'll see this. So thank you very much for watching. I hope this has been enjoyable for you. If you've got any questions, you want me to show anything in more detail, do let me know. I'm more than happy to, and I will be back in my next video. Thanks for watching. Take care, everyone. Bye.